The movie starts with a man named Alex and a girl named Lucy talking to each other. Lucy talks about her fantasies and tells Alex he will be an amazing dad. She wishes to have a baby. Alex is frustrated and denies her to have a child as they are not doing well financially. He mentions that he can't bring a baby home when he's a web designer in a company that is downsizing, and Lucy is working in a museum. He becomes irritated and decides to leave her place to meet his Nana. Lucy stops him and gives him a birthday present, which is a necklace. She puts the necklace on Alex's neck and wishes him happy birthday, after which he leaves. He walks on the street while texting Lucy when suddenly a man approaches him and stabs him in the stomach multiple times. He falls to the ground and has visions of Lucy and an old lady twirling in a hospital hallway. In the next scene, a strange-looking man wakes up in a room. He removes the devices attached to his body and stands on the floor. He sees himself in the mirror and notices stitches all over his pale body, one of his eye white. Suddenly, a man named Henry arrives in the room. He is amazed to see the man standing on his feet. He introduces himself and names him Adam. Henry takes him to his room, gives him clothes, and tells him that he must sleep properly for his brain to function properly. He tucks Adam into the bed and goes away. Adam sees the old lady in his dream again, and it is revealed that she is Alex's Nana. Suddenly, he wakes up, and Henry stands beside him. He takes Adam to a room and does his medical checkup. While checking Adam, Adam sees the human biological diagrams around the room. Later, Henry teaches him to do a puzzle, but he can't because his brain hasn't developed. He also read his children's story books. At night he puts Adam to sleep, sees Lucy dancing in a library, and suddenly he wakes up. Henry carries on with his experiment and makes Adam hear instrumental music. While he is hearing the music, Henry asks him to solve the puzzle again. The music helps Adam's mind rejuvenate, so he solves the puzzle accurately. Next, he makes Adam learn about gravity. While Henry bounces the ball and explains the phenomena to him, Adam speaks some of his first words. Henry is very happy to see this. He plays tennis with Adam when Henry misses his shot. He goes to take the ping-pong ball when Adam has visions again. This time he sees Alex standing on a tennis court, bleeding from his stomach and nose. The next day he wakes up and doesn't see Henry around. Instead, he sneaks into his stuff and opens the refrigerator, where he sees some body parts. He has flashbacks of Alex being stabbed and his fingers cut into half, falling on the ground. Suddenly, Henry arrives, and he restricts him from sneaking into his place. Adam is making a video from his tab at night when he enters Henry's room. He records Henry telling his girlfriend, Liz, that he is feeling better and is at a clinic as his uncle Polidori has assigned him a project. Suddenly, he turns around and sees Adam. He scolds him for sneaking up on him. At night, Henry fixes the stitches on Adam's body. He questions Henry that he can't remember his childhood and keeps seeing a woman. Henry lies and tells him that he has suffered from severe trauma. The next day, Liz arrives at Henry's place. She sees Adam naked and is shocked to see him. She introduces herself to him and talks to him about where Henry is. Henry enters the room and is surprised to see Liz at his place. He asks Adam to go to his room. He enters the room but hears Henry and Liz arguing about Henry's illness. Liz asks about his PTSD, while Henry denies that he has no such illness. Liz questions him if he had bought him from war, to which Henry replies, yes, and she leaves. At night, Adam enters a room where he sees war-related pictures. He hears some people talking. He comes closer and sees that Henry is sitting with Liz and some other people who are Georgina and Polidori. They are discussing the medications Henry had given to Adam and how they can save many other lives and be a popular drug sold in the market. Henry tells Polidori that he has a good relationship with Adam and will soon stop his medications. To this, Polidori disagrees and forces him to keep experimenting. The next day, Polidori takes Adam outside for a tour. Adam experiences the world outside the laboratory for the first time. He takes Adam to a museum and later to a club where he drinks with Polidori. Polidori tells Adam that Henry will stop giving him medications, so he asks him to promise he will take 3 red pills daily. Adam promises him, and both leave for Henry's laboratory. Henry sees Adam and becomes furious because Polidori let him drink. He asks Polidori never to do it again. The next day Henry does Adam's checkup and tells him that he is perfectly fine now and wouldn't need any medications. When Henry is not around, Adam fulfills the promise and takes the red pills. He connects the iPad to TV to see some videos but instead comes across some surgery videos that Henry and Polidori have made. In the video, he sees them attaching different body parts and also sees his face. He is frightened and angry to see this. He notices that they have kept his wallet and phone in a drawer. He goes to the same drawer and finds the wallet. He sees his ID and notices the name, Alex. Next, he calls Lucy, and she cries, but Adam doesn't answer. Adam goes to Henry's room, where he meets with Chinese clients to sell medicines and discuss Adam's invention. Adam tells Henry and Polidori that he knows the truth and kicks Henry, by which he falls on the floor. He runs outside and hides. Henry and Polidori are confused. Henry tells him that he won't be able to go far. Henry searches for Adam, but he is following Henry. He enters a bar and drinks, which Adam sees. When Henry has left, Adam enters the bar and orders whiskey for himself. There he meets a girl named Shelley. She questions him about his marks on his body, to which he replies that gravity is our friend. Then he starts to solve the puzzle on the table. Shelley is confused and calls him weird. Adam tells her he likes her, and she offers him to walk her home. When they arrive at Shelley's home, Adam asks her to play ping pong with her, but she refuses. He forces her and grabs her tightly, by which she runs out of breath and dies. He sees her not moving and sits on the road with her body in his hands. Soon, Henry finds Adams and is surprised to see what he has done. He asks Adam to take the body to the laboratory. They take Shelley's body to their place, and Adam asks Henry to use the medicine and wake her up. Henry informs him that she's been dead for an hour, and the medicines won't affect her now. This makes Adam furious, and he attacks Henry. He suddenly grabs an injection and injects it into Adam's body. He tells Adam that he is fake. Now, Adam is dead too. Henry falls into a flashback where he is a trauma surgeon and treats people. Soon, Liz arrives, and she sees Shelley and Adam lying on the floor. She helps Henry wrap the bodies and clear the body parts in Henry's fridge, and they both dump the bodies. Liz and Henry go to Polidori's house, where they meet Georgina's parents. Her parents soon leave, and Polidori asks Henry about Adam. He lies and tells Polidori that he hasn't found him yet. Meanwhile, Liz sneaks into Polidori's room and steals his laptop, where all his research, documents, and medications of Adam are stored. Suddenly, Georgina catches her and tells her not to include herself in a mess. Meanwhile, Henry and Polidori arrive over there, and she breaks the laptop. Polidori becomes furious and questions why she did it. Polidori wants to sell the medicine in the market and get money out of it, but Henry tells him the truth that they have put an end to Adam's life, and everything has ended. Sometime later, Polidori is playing pool. He praises Henry for his skills. He tells him he is very talented as he woke up the dead by putting in a fresh brain that Polidori provided. The brain belonged to Alex, and Polidori had killed Alex. Henry is sleepy, and he goes to sleep. Adam's hand comes out of the grave, and it turns out he is alive. He heads towards Polidori's house to seek revenge. He goes to Liz's room and rapes her. Henry hears some noises and goes into Liz's room. He sees Adam holding Liz in his arms. He tells Adam to let her go as Liz is his friend, but instead, he snaps her neck, and she dies. He attacks Henry, telling Adam that Polidori killed him and it was all his idea. Meanwhile, Polidori comes into Liz's room holding a gun. He sees her dead on the floor. Georgina comes too and thinks he has done it. She threatens to call the police when suddenly he shoots her, and she dies. Polidori takes the crossbow and enters the room, where he sees Henry. He raises his crossbow at him and orders him not to move forward. Henry walks near him when suddenly he shoots the crossbow, and it stabs into Adam. Henry attacks Polidori, but he shoots him. Adam's emotions have developed, and he sees Henry lying on the floor. Henry asks for Adam's forgiveness. Adam asks not to leave him alone as he remembers their bonding, but Henry dies. Adam moves forward to attack Polidori when he tells Adam that a crazy scientist invented him. He tells Adam that he gave him life but ruined everything and killed everyone. He shoots Adam and runs to sit in his car. Adam grabs him and kills him. While killing him, he remembers all of his past as Alex and remembers Lucy. The police spot him, but he runs away and jumps into the river. Lucy meets a man who gives her the same necklace she gave to Alex on his birthday. She becomes happy to see it, and the man tells her to go out. Lucy comes outside and searches for Alex, and she becomes upset when she doesn't find him. Adam is standing out. He sees her there and walks away.